Hello everyone and welcome back to an amazing chess game from the history of chess. And in this chess game we have Akiba Rubinstein with the white pieces and his opponent is Alexander Flamberg. Let's see what happened in this chess game. This was from the Warsaw City Chess Championship from 1910. The game happened in Warsaw, the capital city of Poland. So Rubinstein starts the game with pushing to the pawn. We have d5, knight to f3, knight to f6, and then c4. Alexander Flamberg was the Polish chess champion 3 times. So he was a formidable opponent. e6, knight to c3, bishop to e7, bishop to g5, and black castled e3, knight to e4, exchanging the bishops, developing the queen, simplifying the game. So we have Queen's Gambit declined, bishop to e2, developing the knight, and Rubinstein castled. D takes on c4, bishop takes on c4, charging at the center, rook from f to d1, and Rubinstein captured on d4 with the queen, and we have a6, rook from a to c1, and let's pause here in this position. What is wrong with this picture? It looks like black played some harmless moves, but that's not entirely true. So we can say that black is actually much worse in this position, white is much better, because as you can see, this is the classic example of the bad bishop against the good bishop. So Akiba Rubinstein's bishop is the good bishop. You can see that this bishop is very flexible and a very useful piece. Rubinstein can use his bishop on b3, he can play bishop to d3, and this bishop is stuck right now on c8. So let's continue. Also, Akiba Rubinstein has the open files. His rooks are placed on the open files. His pieces are aggressively placed. Even black's knight is not looking good. So this is a perfect example why Rubinstein is much better, why his pieces are much better, and why black is much worse. So rook over, black couldn't find any decent move. And then bishop goes back, e5, and now exchanging the queens because Rubinstein knew that his position was much superior, so he is going for the endgame. Exchanging the queens, and then knight to g5 by Akiba Rubinstein, targeting on f7. Well, black is asking a question. Also in this position, as you can see, moving the knight is not so easy because there is a back rank issue. So black pieces are poorly coordinated. Look at this rook. This rook is also stuck. It is boxed in. So black is pushing the pawn, solving the back rank issue and attacking the knight. But it is never that simple. Rubinstein captured on f7. Knight takes on f7. Rook takes on f7. And if bishop takes rook, perhaps that's not winning for white. But we have rook to c7 by Rubinstein. Can you see the threat? We have b5. Well, if moving the rook, what happens then? If moving the king, what happens then? Then bishop takes on f7. King takes on f7. And then capturing the knight check. Bishop takes rook. Rook takes bishop check. And then capturing the b pawn is winning enough. But actually this move is completely crashing black. Rook from d to c1. Because of this poor bishop, black is going to lose a piece. This is losing a piece. As you can see, it is stuck. You can't defend the bishop with the knight because the knight is pinned. So this is a complete nightmare for black. King to f6 and then simply capturing the bishop, and this is all over. Black can actually resign. So this is why in this position we have b5, not unpinning the rook. But now, this time Rubinstein captured the knight. Bishop takes on b7, rook takes on d7, and the rook is still pinned. Defending and now pushing the pawn, first improving the position before capturing the rook, g5. Well, if en passant, that is only going to help white because of g takes on f3 and white is much better. So we have g5, g4, king to g7. If g takes on f4, then e takes on f4 and white is easily winning. So at the end of the day, white is going to trade rooks and then moving the king up and capture the pawn. So also white can push the pawn and then advance. So this triple pawn in the king side is looking extremely strong. So this endgame, this pawn endgame is winning for white after exchanging everything. So this is why we have king to g7 and then exchanging the rooks and then pushing the pawn, and this is a complete torture for black. This pawn endgame is winning for white. So let's continue. Rubinstein is improving the king. Of course, that is what you have to do at the pawn endgame. You have to bring the king in and use the king as a fighting asset. So h5, black couldn't find any decent move, so that's why he played h5. But let's say if king to f6, let's not do nothing in this position. Of course, black has to push the a pawn because the king is getting in. So a4, but now a3 is a breaking move. And then this move is very important, of course. Pushing the b pawn is not recommended, so that black can push the pawn, push the a pawn. So a3 is the move. And what else? Black has to take or black has to push. If capturing, then capturing, and the king is getting in, and the king is going to collect the pawn. So b3, but this time king is getting in again. King to b4 is coming and then capturing the a pawn, and this is all over for black. So this is why we have king to e2 and then h5, because black was helpless. Rubinstein captured the pawn and then black resigned. Beautiful endgame, interactive chess game. I hope you enjoyed this chess game. So the possible continuation is very simple, and then pushing the pawn and then pushing the pawn. Black basically can't defend everything and white is easily winning. So very beautiful interactive chess game. Rubinstein, he always had the better position. He was always on the back foot. So black suffered because of Rubinstein's accurate moves, precise moves in the opening. Out of the opening, he simply outplayed his opponent. Very beautiful chess game, very interactive chess game by Akiba Rubinstein. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.